The data is still being gathered, but there's now a clearer picture of the spike in community cases on Saipan.
So our first cluster, on Thursday, October 28th, the first case in the cluster was identified through routine school-based screening as a student at a middle school. Contact tracing led to the identification of multiple instances of household transmission to family members and close acquaintances in multiple households. The earliest onset of these cases linked to this cluster is October 7, 2021. To date, there are a total of 12 cases, 12 for this cluster.
The spread reaching into schools, workplaces, and households, just like the second cluster.
A second cluster is, as the summary for this is on Thursday, October 28th. The first case in that cluster was identified through routine school-based screening as well as a staff member at a middle school. Contact tracing led to the identification of household transmission to family members in 2 different households and workplace transmission. The earliest onset of cases linked to this cluster is October 20, 2021. To date, there are a total of 9 cases from this cluster.
Munya says there are 5 unlinked community cases. There are no hospitalizations, and positive cases, most of whom are experiencing mild symptoms, are isolated at Kanoa Resort.
The majority of our cases are in the 20 to 49 age group in the center, and 8 of them are under the age of 19, are younger folks. That is reflected in our vaccination status of these cases. 70% have been fully vaccinated, and we're seeing breakthrough cases, but a quarter of them, of these cases, are ineligible for vaccination.
They say while transmission is low, continuing aggressive contact tracing and more vaccinations are critical next steps they'll continue to take, with over 80% of the eligible population vaccinated, and plans to vaccinate 5 to 11-year-olds are being made. While schools and colleges remain shuttered for 10 days, there aren't any new restrictions.
It's important that our community understands not to panic. We have good people, hardworking folks at the contact tracing. They are doing what they are supposed to do. So we don't have to, again, create a new protocol until they finalize their reporting.
Let's make it a holistic community effort. Make it a win-win. Let's ask ourselves, ask our loved ones, are they vaccinated? And if they're not, please convince them to get vaccinated.
Tomas Manglotnya for KUAM News.